All right, let's dive in. We're getting festive today, like full-on Christmas festive.
That's fun.
We're talking Cricut Christmas Card Ideas.
Ooh, okay.
We found this article. It's called 35 Plus Cricut Christmas Card Ideas, Easy Projects for Beginners
Okay.
by Na Ardua. And let me tell you, after looking at these, you're never going to want to buy a Christmas card from the store again.
I can already imagine.
But the cool thing is, this article really emphasizes that you don't have to be a Cricut expert to make these.
Yeah, that's so important. Sometimes you see all these elaborate projects and you think, well, that's beautiful, but there's no way I could do that.
Exactly.
So it's nice when things are broken down into like manageable steps, to make you feel like, okay, I could actually try this.
Yeah. Okay, so this article has a ton of ideas.
35 plus is a lot.
Yeah, we're not going to go through all 35 plus,
We're not-
right? We're going to pick out some of the ones that stood out to us, and we'll see what we can learn from them. Check out this one. Balloon Christmas card. What do you think that even looks like?
Well, I'm thinking definitely layers, like different colored cardstock to give the balloons dimension.
Okay.
Ooh. And maybe some metallic cardstock to get like that really shiny festive look.
Ooh, yeah.
And then, I don't know, maybe they're arranged in a way where it looks like they're lifting a little banner that says Merry Christmas, kind of like those parade balloons.
Oh, yeah, like they're carrying it. That's super cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. I'm also really drawn to this letter to Santa card idea.
Oh, cute.
There's something so classic and nostalgic about that.
Yes.
Especially, if you have kids.
Right. Like you could do something with an envelope shape
Oh, okay.
and then maybe have a little window cut out and then a tiny Santa peeking out.
Yeah. Or the little, what do you call it?
Scoring tool.
A scoring tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make like a really sharp fold, like a realistic envelope flap.
Exactly. Those are so helpful.
Yeah. Now, speaking of tools, the article does mention some of the essentials.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you got to have your Cricut machine.
Of course.
Then there's cardstock, which seems obvious, but I'm sure there are a lot more types than I realized.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the design software,
Uh,
Cricut Design Space. So I'm assuming that's where, like, the magic happens.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's where you either create the designs from scratch or you upload them and then you send it to your Cricut to be cut. And this is where those SVG files come in.
Right.
Because those are like the digital designs that your Cricut machine uses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a digital blueprint that tells the machine exactly what to cut. And a huge plus.
Yeah.
The article points out you can find tons of free SVG files through Cricut Access.
Oh, okay. So if you're just starting out
Yeah, exactly.
and don't want to spend a ton of money on designs,
Yeah.
you can get access to a lot of free stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
Now, I noticed the article mentions standard card size,
Mm-hmm.
but it also talks about getting creative with the shape of the card.
Right. You don't always have to go with a rectangle. No, think Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Maybe a card shaped like a Christmas tree, maybe a round ornament.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And you could even take it a step further and customize it to something that's personal for the person you're giving it to. Like if they love winter, maybe a snowflake.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So we've got balloons, letters to Santa. I saw one for, like, cookies, but there's one that's really piqued my curiosity.
Okay.
Magic card in a box. What is that?
That one's got me intrigued too. My guess is that it involves some sort of interactive element,
Oh.
maybe a hidden message that's revealed when you open the box, or like a pop-up,
Oh, okay.
something like that. Definitely playing with that element of surprise.
Like a gift before the gift.
Exactly.
I love that. And then last but not least, there's this festive, shiny cutaway card.
Ooh.
That one just screams elegance.
Oh, yes.
Very fancy.
We're talking intricate cutouts that reveal like shimmery layers of cardstock underneath.
Ooh.
So like different textures and finishes, maybe some smooth cardstock, some that's sparkly. It's all about layering and creating a sense of depth.
So we've got playful, we've got elegant, we've got magical.
Yeah.
This article seems to really have it all.
Definitely a lot to unpack. It's really interesting how all of these card ideas like capture different moods of the holiday season.
Yeah.
You've got your lighthearted, whimsical, like those balloon cards. And then you've got like the more traditional sentimental ones, like
Yeah.
the letter to Santa.
Oh, totally. And speaking of sentimental, did you notice how many of these ideas incorporate photos?
Oh, yeah.
There's family photo cards, baby's first Christmas, even pet photo Christmas cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
That is adorable.
It's such a good way to personalize your cards.
Yes, definitely.
Especially, for people you don't see very often.
Yeah, like imagine getting a card with a picture of your grandkids, all decked out in their like Christmas pajamas or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going straight on the fridge.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's not even like just slapping a photo on a card,
Yeah.
You can really get creative with the design and make it something special.
Exactly.
Like maybe create a frame for the photo.
Yeah.
Using like those intricate cutouts we were talking about.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, and while we're on the subject of personalization, I think it's worth pointing out why handmade cards are so much more meaningful than store-bought ones.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like, you're taking the time to create something unique.
Right.
Something that really reflects your relationship with the person you're giving it to.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
Like, I would much rather receive a card that someone put effort into making, even if it's a little, like, wonky, than, like, a generic card from, like, the drugstore.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the recipient either.
Oh, okay.
Like, crafting can be very therapeutic for the person making it, too.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's a great way to de-stress, tap into your creative energy, and get into the holiday spirit.
Okay, yeah, I like that. You know what else I appreciate about this article?
What's that?
It doesn't just assume that, you know everything about Cricut. Like, it actually explains things.
Yeah.
Like SVG files and different types of cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
It even, like, talks about choosing the right Cricut machine for your needs.
Yeah, it's very thorough.
Yeah. So it seems like a really good resource for beginners.
Absolutely. And, even if you're more experienced with Cricut, there are still some, like, nuggets of wisdom you can pick up from it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm always looking for new tips and tricks.
Me too. Speaking of tips and tricks, I'm curious about the article's suggestion to, like, play around with different types of cardstock.
Okay.
Is there anything, like, in particular that you would recommend for someone who's just starting out?
Well, I always recommend having, like, a good variety of colors and weights on hand. And don't be afraid to experiment with different textures, too.
Oh, okay.
You can find cardstock that's smooth, textured, glittery, metallic.
Oh, right.
It all depends on the look you're going for.
Okay, so that's how they get those shiny accents on the festive shiny cutaway card.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm also intrigued by the idea of incorporating fabric into the card designs.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I have a little bit.
Okay.
It definitely adds a unique touch.
Yeah.
You can use fabric scraps to create like appliques, bows, even little pockets to hold like a gift card.
Oh, that's a cute idea.
But you just want to make sure that the fabric you're using is thin enough that the Cricut can actually cut through it.
Oh, that's a good tip. I'm already picturing a card with like a little fabric Santa hat glued on top.
See, you're getting it.
Yeah.
It's all about letting your imagination run wild.
Right.
You're not limited to just what's in the article.
Okay.
Use it as like a jumping off point and then add your own personal flair.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about personalization. We've talked about different materials. You even brought up like the therapeutic benefits of crafting.
Yeah.
But we haven't really touched on like the actual process of designing these cards.
Okay.
Does the article like go into that at all?
It does touch on the basics.
Okay.
It talks about using Cricut Design Space to create and edit your designs.
Right.
Explains how to upload those SVG files and adjust your cut settings for different materials.
So it's not like you have to be like a graphic design whiz to make these.
Not at all. The software is pretty user-friendly.
Okay.
And there are tons of tutorials available online. Plus, the article mentions that a lot of these card designs come with like pre-made SVG files, so you can just like upload and go.
Oh, okay. Phew. That's good to know. Because, I mean, I'm all for creativity, but I'm not exactly a tech expert.
Totally get it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Cricut. It's accessible to people of all skill levels. You can start simple and gradually build your skills as you go.
I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, I know.
There are so many possibilities.
It's almost too much inspiration.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's part of the fun.
Okay.
Just start with one idea that speaks to you and then go from there.
Okay. I think I'm ready to choose my first project.
Yeah.
That magic card in a box is still calling my name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try first. What about you? Did anything, like, catch your eye?
I'm torn between the chocolate chip cookies with a message card and that festive shiny cutaway card.
Ooh, yeah.
The cookies are just so playful, but that intricate cut work on the other one, so impressive.
I know, right? Those are both really good.
It's a tough choice.
Ah, decisions. Decisions.
Well, the good news is we have plenty of time to try them all.
That's true.
It's not like Christmas is tomorrow.
Thankfully not.
Yeah, we've still got a few weeks to get our craft on.
All right.
As we're talking about all these, like, amazing card ideas, one thing that keeps coming back to me is that sense of, like, childlike wonder that Christmas brings.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like that magic.
It's funny you should say that because I was just thinking about how a lot of these card designs really tap into that feeling.
Yeah.
Like there's a playfulness, almost a magical quality to some of them.
Right.
Especially like those balloon Christmas cards and that magic card in a box.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I'm so drawn to that one.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about it. I can already picture myself like designing a box that opens up to reveal like a hidden message or a tiny pop-up Christmas tree.
Oh, cute.
Something like that.
You could even put a little gift card in there.
Ooh, yeah.
For an extra surprise.
Right, like a little bonus.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's definitely a card that would stand out from the stack.
Totally. And wouldn't it be cool to, like, incorporate those LED lights that everybody seems to be using in their crafting projects these days?
Oh, yeah. Imagine a card that, like, actually lights up when you open it.
Stop. That's genius.
Right.
You could even, like, program them to twinkle or change color.
Yeah.
Talk about next-level card making.
Okay, now I'm getting really carried away.
I know, right?
But I think the possibilities are, like, truly endless here.
They really are.
And that's what I love about Cricut.
Yeah.
It gives you the tools to, like, turn your wildest ideas into reality.
It does. And even if you're not, like, a tech whiz or a design guru, you can still create some pretty amazing things with Cricut.
Right, because there are so many resources and tutorials available.
Right.
And the software is designed to be, like, pretty user-friendly.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like having a personal crafting assistant.
Exactly.
Right at your fingertips. Speaking of assistants, I'm curious, like, what kind of support does Cricut offer? Do they have, like, a good online community or customer service?
They do. They have a really active online community where people share their projects, ask questions, offer tips, and their customer service is known for being very responsive and helpful.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good to know, because let's be real.
Yeah.
Even the most experienced crafters run into problems sometimes.
Totally.
So it's reassuring to know that there's a support system in place.
Oh, absolutely. And, even beyond, like, the technical aspects of it all, I think it's important to remember that crafting is a journey, not a destination.
Right. Yeah.
It's about experimenting, making mistakes, and learning along the way.
Totally. And that's true, like, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out.
Exactly.
I appreciate how this article really emphasizes that beginner-friendly approach.
Yeah.
It's all about encouraging people to just, like, dive in and have fun with it.
Exactly. And I think that's such a great message, especially during the holidays.
Yeah.
When it's so easy to get caught up in all the stress and the pressure of everything. Crafting can be such a great way to de-stress, get creative, connect with your, inner child.
Yeah, I totally agree. So as we're wrapping up our deep dive into the world of Cricut Christmas card ideas, I think the biggest takeaway for me is that it's not about perfection. It's about putting your heart into it and having fun with the process.
I couldn't agree more. And who knows? Maybe your handmade cards will even inspire someone else to unleash their inner crafter.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So to all our listeners out there, we want to hear from you.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite Cricut Christmas card ideas? What unique twists are you adding to your designs?
Share your creations with us on social media using the hashtag #DeepDiveCricut.
Okay, perfect. We might even feature some of our favorites on the show.
Ooh.
Until next time, happy crafting.